The damn Knicks. The damn Knicks. I was spending time with mama, and I couldn't really focus on what was happening. But the Knicks, man, my God, the Knicks. Y'all let Clint Capella hold y'all. I'm done. I can't root for the Knicks, no. I'm out. You let Clint Capella come in there and throw up the crucial conflict sign. Like, ugh. Clint Capella. You got Clint Capella making predictions, bold predictions, saying we finna send y'all on vacation, and he does it? Clint Capella, ladies and gentlemen. He had like 14 and 15 tonight. He backed it up. RJ Barrett was gone missing. He was gone fishing for he left 2 games ago. They need a point guard. Dennis Schroeder don't want to be with the Lakers. 100 mil. You need Dennis to menace. D Rose is wore out. He's a bench player now, not a starter. And you got him in there starting. And that was the beginning of the end. We were done. We were done. And you need 35, 40-point Randall. And he's struggling to get 20. That ain't going to get it done. He was horrible on the block. The Clippers were in trouble tonight. I'm going to get to them in a minute. I'm not done with the Knicks. Elger Payton, all these people got to go. Payton got to go. Everybody got to go. Got to go, got to go. I don't care where the hell they got to go. Knicks got a clean house. Here's the problem. Terrence Manning's supposed to have that ball at that time of the game, but we'll get there. I want to keep it here right now. I didn't do a StreamYard tonight. I'm too down for that. Randall was bringing the ball up the court to try to preserve energy and get his rhythm going. He couldn't depend on the point guards to get him the ball in his shooting zone when he's in a good comfort zone shooting the ball. Atlanta was doing a good job making it really difficult for him to get spacing that he liked. The Knicks is not a strong three-point shooting team. So if you're able to control the Knicks spacing, and forced them to take bad shots. If you play good enough defense for about 15 seconds on the Knicks and they haven't shot the ball yet, 9 times out of 10, they're going to throw some trash. So all you got to do is play real good defense for the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. And the Knicks is going to throw up something bad. They're not a time running low on the shot clock type of team. Now today, Los Angeles was riding with the Clippers. They had abandoned the Lakers. This was the night to put this team away. And what I saw halfway through this game, because I said, hey, I can make some money back. I can make some money back. Got the Phoenix, I got the Suns. I missed that bubble. I missed this bubble here with the doggone Knicks. I went rolling the dice on the damn Knicks, knowing damn well I shouldn't have. All I got is you. You all I got left. Clippers, Kawhi, can't let me down. Y'all got me the money last time. Gotta roll with you this time. Roll up. Get everything ready. And guess what happened? Guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? The most embarrassing situation in the history of mankind. Well, you the one jinxed my game. Kawhi Leonard was terrible tonight. His shot was flat. He was tired and exhausted. They let Luka get away on the screens. Yet again, they refused to double him or trap Luka to get the ball out of his hands. The Clippers were playing and they had the lead, but they never had control of the game. Whenever they had an opportunity to put the game away, they would do something stupid like turn over the ball. And I see Kawhi was pushing really hard and he was tired. He was getting tired. And then Paul George having to sit out, this messed up there. And this is why I want to punch Ty Lue in his face. Because you see Paul George is complaining. He's not having a good game. He's whining and crying. But you can't afford to have him off the floor that long and let him get 4 fouls. I would have played Terrence Mann a little bit more in that third quarter before. That would have preserved Paul from having to go to doing that, especially when you're not really using Paul George at that time. You're using like Kawhi, you're using everybody else, and Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson was stepping up big. If it wasn't for him, it's been a 20-point blowout. But I know the team's in trouble when Reggie Jackson is shooting and hitting threes. I mean, he was in a zone. And I said, oh, God, no. Because I know we're in trouble. If Reggie Jackson is shooting and hitting threes, Clippers are in dire need of help. That means Kawhi and Paul George are doing their jobs. This guy's hitting threes. I said, oh, Lord. That means he's going to start pulling. He's going to get all that Reggie Jackson. And right when you need a basket to stop this momentum that's going out of control, when Dallas went on like a 20-4 run, he jacks up a fadeaway three because he's been hitting them. I'm like, oh, God. Here it goes. And Ty Lue refused to call a timeout for a very long time. And then he figured this is a good time to call one. Now you have what the Lakers are faced with. The Lakers are faced with a 3-2 elimination game coming up. So is the Clippers. Now, both teams can come up from 3-2 elimination games. They are on course. The people will have their faith. So I can get my money back when these game 6 happen. Because game 6, I'm going to bet the Lakers tomorrow. I am betting the Lakers. I don't care what those damn numbers say. I'm betting Los Angeles. Matter of fact, I might bet they ass right now. Then, oh yeah, and hit the like button too. And definitely cash at me because I'm broke. I'm broke. Gosh. I gave mom some money Their mom basically spent the money buying stuff for the house. Well, Luka's only playoff games are against the Clippers. He's never played another team. Happy birthday, Ulysses. Yeah, my mom made me get the COVID shot. They were giving the free COVID shot. And I'm like, I'm not getting that shot. She stayed on me about getting vaccinated and getting the vaccine. And I said, you know what? Is they talking Pfizer and all that? You know what? I'm gonna get it. And if something happened to me, you did this to your son. So if something happened to me, it was my mama. She made me get it. Thank you, Adriana, because I'm gonna need prayers. My arm is hurt now. I could barely lift my arm all the way up. My body is fighting this like a crime. I mean, where was Luke Kennard? Luke Kennard could have been in the game and did more than anybody else. I'm just not understanding the process with the Clippers. The way they're playing, I don't think they could beat Utah. To be honest, who gonna guard Mitchell? If Luka getting 30 and 40, what do you think is gonna happen with Spider Mitchell? He's rested. What do you think you gonna do to Spider Mitchell? If you couldn't stop them, they got a much rougher road. Believe me, all these stupid people saying they tried to avoid the Lakers. They gonna avoid the team that they can kick the shit out of any given night? I would sign up in a heartbeat to beat that team. Do you think they would have had any problems with the Lakers in this series? Right now, the Lakers would be gone fishing. Clippers would have smashed them. What was weird is they was trying to push me to get the Johnson and Johnson. They told me that the Johnson and Johnson is bad for women over 40. I'm like, well, y'all don't say that in the advertisement. You get the Johnson and Johnson is one shot and you good. But you know, everybody's talking about the clotting and all the clotting that happens from the Johnson and Johnson. I'm like, they say, well, that's only with women that's like over 40. But someone like probably your age, you get it, you know. For the younger people, you know, mostly men who are active, you know, they can get it. It won't be that bad. Like it's one shot and you're done. I'm like, man, I ain't trusting none of that. So my mom's happy she didn't got me vaccinated. Now I got to go back for the second shot, which is the kill shot. So we'll see what happens after 3 weeks. I know. I had no plans of getting it. But then I said, you know what? F it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I cannot listen to my mom no more grilling me about this doggone vaccination. I mean, because that's what they play. That's the way that style of basketball they play now, and it pisses me off. This drive and kick. I hate that. They'll have an open layup and they don't realize it because they so used to kicking the ball out for a three instead of taking the open shot. It's like, dude, take the open shot. Quit thinking we got to shoot a three every damn time. I hate that type of basketball. It pisses me off. And then right there, you got the lane, got an open layup. Time is going off the clock. You just know to throw the ball out. Batum was crashing the boards because he's like, oh, wait a minute. This dude's going up. Let me crash the boards. He ain't expecting you to throw the ball out. You want to talk about somebody who was pissed? Every team does it. It ain't the Lakers. It ain't the Clippers. The whole NBA play that way. Yeah, well, Rondo should have been heated. I'm the one heated. We all heated right now. You know, I had mom over here, and tonight she went home. I had to take her home. So, well, not home, but into the city where some people were shot right where we were driving. That good thing we didn't leave like right where we did. It was on the other side. They shut down the whole expressway. And before they shut down our side, we was just going to the crib. So on the way back, I just went the way I normally would go when I used to take care of my grandma. Everybody talking about Rondo death stare. Well, you know, people gotta make their own decisions, man. You know, they gotta figure it out. Make like they say, make your way in a figure eight. You gotta make yourself great. You gotta make yourself like stand out in these type of moments. You know, this is the playoffs is where stars are born. You know, Donovan Mitchell, his first time in the playoffs is where he became a star. You know, this is where some people they were only known like Robert Ory. Nobody gave a damn about Robert Ory until the playoffs. You wouldn't know who Robert Ory was if he didn't hit those big shots in the playoffs. Derek Fisher, playoffs. Kenny Smith is the dumbest one on the panel. Hey, that's a good one, man. Hit my Cash App up. Karceno's the name on that Cash App. I need every Cash App dollar I can get. Yeah, I'm close to my dad. My dad's in Florida. Well, my dad right now is working on a movie right now, so he's trying to make his film, his debut film that he's directing, producing. So he wanted me in the movie, but I didn't want to do it because I was too busy. I was moving in here, doing all this, and plus I'm not an actor. He wanted me to be an extra or something. Yeah, he took acting classes as well. Quite sure he's gonna play a role in here somewhere. He's gonna probably he played a detective once. You know. No, he could play with that. He's got a slight tear in his knee and all that stuff, but he could play through that pain if he want to. So Atlanta versus Philly. This is interesting now. Trey Young versus Ben. Well, my prediction is Atlanta will be eliminated in 6 games. Now, if Joel and Embiid don't come back, they really in trouble. But this is the series Ben can dominate because who's gonna guard him? You know, Trey Young can't really guard him. So, oh no, Hunter gonna have to take that responsibility. Hunter is the guy that's starting to come up in this playoffs for Atlanta. He's becoming a secret weapon because a lot of guys is worried about Collins. Hunter has really been doing them in and hitting a lot of big shots. Of course, if it's a huge loss, you might be seeing Atlanta without Joel Embiid. You might be seeing Atlanta go. And if Atlanta get to the Eastern Conference Finals, man, it's gonna be crazy in Atlanta. They're gonna be throwing all kind of parties. Philly is all perimeter shooting. That's the thing about them. Atlanta got the bigs to keep them really off the glass. It's just that they small in the backcourt. So you know, we'll see what's happening. I think they have about a better bench. Atlanta does. With Lou coming in, you know he can find his own way. Lou's a scoring machine. He knows how to score in this offense. So if you need some points, he can come in and microwave you for a few points. But in Atlanta, you really haven't found that niche because these guys are kind of young. They don't kind of give him that spacing that he had when he was with the Clippers. But he still know how to score. I did. I do remember that. Somebody in our one of the live streams we did said that the Atlanta Hawks was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Trae Young is destroying them because one, they don't cut off the ring. Cut off the ring. I mean, force him left. That's what they need to do. Spike Lee didn't say he was never coming back to the Garden. Because if that was the case, he would have gave up his seats that he still paid for. No, he wasn't. No, he was never saying that. They was like, well, don't go back, Spike. Spike was, hold on a minute now. I ain't say nothing about not going back. Man, it's a lot of people out there, bro. That's just, man, this was like venting, man. I needed to just vent for a minute, you know? I needed to zone out and vent. Ooh. So, well, when you think about it, you got to look at the matchup. Utah can be beat because they got a bunch of slow white boys, which is played perfect into the Clippers' hands. Like they match up better with Utah than they do Luka and Porzingis. That's just a terrible matchup for them. Other teams like the Lakers, I have no problem with Luka now. The Clippers, they cannot deal with the doggone Mavericks. Just terrible matchup for them. Who put this as my work number? That is not my work number. That's very interesting. I appreciate that. A lot of people seem to make these observations about other players. When you start looking at the Los Angeles Clippers, I think that they could actually blow the game open, but everything depends on Kawhi. Everything is on his lap, as always. Because if it's not on Kawhi, everything falls apart. You can't move without Kawhi. There's nothing you're going to be able to do. He has to set the tone. If he doesn't, the team is going to lose. There is no wiggle room. There's no way around that. Without Kawhi, it's going to fall apart. Well, I see what y'all saying, but it's not really like that. You see, the power lies with the person that cares the least. The power lies to the team that just don't give a fuck and just wants to go out there to destroy you. And this is what puts you in a position to take things to another level. Like, you can take this thing to a whole nother level and say, you know what, I think that we should be moving towards this direction. Or, you know what, not quite this way. I think we should go that way. 100%. The Clippers have got to make a decision. You can't keep just doing the same thing, hoping for different results. You got to make changes to get to that platform, to get to that next level. You need Boogie. You're going to need Boogie. If Boogie can't run, hell, okay, fine. But I think I need everybody to play. I'm going to need Luke Kennard. I'm going to need him playing. I'm going to need Boogie playing. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to need those two suited and booted. We got to get going. Now, JJ Redick, I don't even think he's active. I think they deactivated him for the entire playoffs. Yeah, but right now they're hurting from what? Point guard position. Luke Kennard is one of the highest three-point shooting percentage guys there is. He's like the Duncan Robinson of the team. Uh-oh, Clint Capella.
We can do that too. And we showed them as soon as they came back here that we can put the guys around too. We can talk well, so what you gonna do about it? And we can get a win with it. So what you gonna do about it? Oh, game 4, you're coming back again. Well, it's gonna happen again. You win the game, you talk and you push around. So what you gonna do about it? So that's what happened. We can do it too. We can be physical, but we can win games as well. And now we're coming to your home to win this game again. To send you on vacation.
Baby. And send you on vacation. Man, the damn Atlanta Hawks did it and sent these Knicks on vacation. Well, that's it. All they got now is the Brooklyn Nets. All the Knicks fans better go on over to Brooklyn. I think Chris Broussard is one of the dumbest analysts in the history of sports. I really believe that. I think Chris Broussard is probably the absolute dumbest analyst that has ever got in front of a camera and spoke. I want to call his radio show one day, and I'm going to let him know exactly that. I'm going to say, Chris Broussard, this is Karceno, and I want to let you know you are the dumbest analyst I've ever heard in my entire life. I have heard some dumb analysts before. Nick Wright is probably number 17 on the list. But Chris Bouchard is probably number one. I don't think I've ever heard anyone so delusional and stupid at the same time. He was so bad when he was on ESPN that they used to have him cover boxing. And I'm like, why is Chris Bouchard doing boxing right now? It wasn't making any sense. It was so bad. It was so bad, right? I roasted him for talking about boxing on ESPN. So bad. They removed him from talking about boxing on the show. That's it. They wouldn't let Chris Bouchard talk boxing no more. He was like removed. That's how bad he was. Then he came over to here on Fox, and now he went from being an analyst to this, I don't know, this propaganda spitting guy who always had these. What bothers me is I think LeBron James is probably playing the best basketball right now, because you think about what obstacles he's going through, and he would say some of the dumbest damn things I have heard any sports analyst say. He is completely delusional. Some of his topics are just like, I'm like, dude, he was probably the one that invented the word troll. They started the word troll off Chris Bouchard. That is how bad of an analyst he is. Because he tries to sound knowledgeable and smart. And I'm like, my gosh. And them gremlin-like teeth of his, I don't know what color they are. They like brownish, gray. Did he drink some bad coffee and put some doggone, cigarettes on them? I guess somebody's like, look, dude, you're going to be on TV, man. We got to get some white strips and put it on that grill of yours, man. It looked like you've been chewing cans as a baby or something. What's going on? Thanks, God Plan. Thanks, Mr. Harper, for the cash app. Very interesting. Oh, of course. Hit the like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the page. Shouldn't have to tell you to hit the like button by now. But you should know what's up. Thank you. All about the check from all aspects. Karceno Mobley was better than Jalen Rose. Jalen was like a decent player. He was more of a role player than he was an exceptional pro basketball player. Jalen was good in the half court. He wasn't good in full out press. When he was traded, and they gave up Jalen Rose and they got Brad Miller. Isaiah was able to get rid of Jalen Rose, and he got Brad Miller in, and he got Ron Artest. The Indiana Pacers were on their way. He got Jermaine O'Neal there. And Isaiah Thomas had put together a super team. Just like that. A lot of people look at that in different ways, man. I look at it in a way that benefits me. Like, I don't even feel like going to the strip club. I'm so mad, man. I don't want to hear a stripper tell me how cute I am right now. Rubbing my arms. My poor baby. It'll be okay. Give me some singles. I mean, no. Well, it's like this. When you go in a direction where you've seen a lot of these things happen, man, I'm going to tell you right now. I've seen some of the most epic defeats in history when it comes to this boxing and basketball. And I've seen people lose for the same reasons in boxing and in basketball and in football. It's how you deal with adverse situations. Some people don't respond well. They freeze up. Other people thrive in those situations. It's like their brains become alert and their eyes expand like, psh, and they go all in. Yeah, man, it's some people thrive in those moments. Other people, they perish. And it's just the way it is. You know, it's like, sorry, but that's just the way it is. Some people thrive, man. Other people just fail. The Clippers, they panicked and they saw Dallas on the run coming back. They came out of a timeout and it was just still the same because no one took control in that timeout. They just took a timeout for rest. That was it. There was no real instructions, no real urgency, nothing. The only time it got urgent is when they got near the end of the game. And then they started locking in, playing defense. And it was like, man, only if Paul George didn't get that foul trouble. No, that's not it. Even if Paul George get in foul trouble, it's next man up. That guy's got to be ready. It's your job as a coach. It's your job as the captain of the team. It's your job to get these guys prepared because this is what they're supposed to be dealing with on a night in and night out basis. This is what they're faced with. This is the game. This is what you play. Forget the regular season. That was just to get here. This is the show. This is where you eat. This is where you make your bones. This is where the sponsorships, the commercials, all that stuff is coming from this. Nobody gives a piss about the doggone regular season. So guys need to be focused. It need to be guys in the locker room getting guys on point. It needs to be guys on the sideline in the timeouts, getting the guys recentered, getting everybody on point on what they're supposed to be running. So, as for the Knicks, all that trying to talk tough and look tough, you got to put the ball in the damn basket. And Randall, if you ain't gonna show up in the playoffs, you gonna be Zach Randolph. We ain't gonna know you no more. You Zach Randolph now. You ain't Julius Randle no more. You Zach Randolph. Until you damn well show up in these playoffs, you Zebo. Nobody don't care what your name is. You was a no-show. You was a role player all playoffs. The only playoff game was won this year by the Knicks. The one game you won, you didn't even win it. Derrick Rose had to rise up and win their game. And it burnt him out to do it because you, supposedly the MVP for the regular season, most improved player of the year, looked like he was overrated. To the point where the damn fans was yelling out, overrated, overrated. I know you heard that. And they played y'all like y'all were overrated. Mm-hmm. Well, no, I just know that the Dallas Mavericks are a tough matchup for the Clippers. And now the Clippers, there's no nights off. You got to win 2 in a row. The Lakers got to win 2 in a row. Lakers have an easier time, to me, than the Clippers will because I don't think AD will be ready to go tomorrow either. That is too quick of a turnaround. The fact that they got to play Thursday night, so somebody's got to step up tomorrow because AD is not going to be playing on no Thursday. The Knicks got to get rid of a lot of people. Payton got to go. I think he's already know he's gone. Tips got to start bringing in some more of his guys that he want to have on the team. And then Dennis the Menace come over from the Lakers next year. You're going to be looking at a whole new Knicks team with a whole new attitude. Lakers can be done, but I'm betting their ass tomorrow. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I've been betting international tennis. Last night they were telling me some dumb stuff that I couldn't mix the games or something. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, I am. Uh-oh. Soon I might have a booty call. Ooh. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was out and about with the kids, and now I'm in the office playing catch up.
Oh, okay.
And I'm actually tired tonight, but I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna make me some hot tea and thug it out.
You got on those sexy pajamas?
Yes, that's what you want to call it. Oh my goodness, what are you up to?
Well, me, I'm just chilling right now. My mom is over. She was here for this past week because they wanted to see my new house. So yeah, so they decided to come over. My mom, my sister, and her boyfriend flew over, and they went back after the holidays is over. My mom's still here, so she had her classmates and my uncle come over here. And I'm like, Mom, my house not even finished. I'm not even finished putting stuff on the house. And you got people coming over. So,
okay. Aww.
but yeah, she had a blast. And she mommed it out. I'm like, I called you. I was like, she got to meet her daughter-in-law.
What'd you say?
I said she had to meet her daughter-in-law. So I called you. I said, you got to meet your daughter-in-law.
Oh my goodness, you are a mess. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You were too far. So your mom was right there when you called earlier?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad. I was at the movies with the kids. We went to go and see Cruella.
Oh, okay. Was it good? My mom wanted to actually see that.
So take your mom. She is going to love it. She's going to love it. It was so good.
Okay, that's what's up.
And Karina's here, so yeah, I went with all of my kids. So it was all of us, and we had a good time, because Karina's in California, so it's been a while since all five of us go. We went to the movies. Usually, we get like when Marvel movies come out, we'll dress in character. Years ago when Harry Potter came out, we used to like dress in character and go to the movies all in a group, so we didn't expect that with Cruella. It was just like, hey, let's go do something because everybody was off work and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me start what I'm doing and go to the movies with the kids. And I'm so happy that I did. We had a good time.
That's what's up.
It was cool. It was really cool. And since Man just graduated and he's leaving.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he going to the Marines.
Yeah, he's going to the Marines.
Yeah.
So Karina had an opportunity to work virtually, and then she just can report at the office here in Texas. So she's gonna stay here for a little over a month, so that we can all just spend
Oh,
time
that's
together.
cool.
Like,
All right, you get to hang out again, and
yeah.
there you go. Be mom, super mom.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I love mommy mode. Like, you know, that's what the kids are saying today. I'm gonna post that tomorrow because you know, kids don't say. You know, they were like, "Mom, we think you were put on this earth to be a mom." You know, my kids said that, and they're all teenagers and grown. You know,
Yeah.
and that's a blessing. But I think I was like, I love being a mom, but I love working. So the balance, it's so cool to me, you know.
Yeah.
It just it's awesome. It's awesome.
Thanks, Mac. I appreciate that. So, oh yeah, do you still got them hookups on them rooms in Vegas, like at the MGM?
Yes, I do. What's so funny is one of the guys that usually gives me the hookups and gives me the codes and you know all of that. He sent me an email and he sent me a flyer and was like, "Carla, you're tied in with you know whatever company out there and this and that, and you get all of our special discounts and everything. You can share the flyer. We created you a code and this and that." I was like, "Huh?" You know. So I guess those guys have like a subsidiary of the hotel group or something, and they put me in it because I mean I'm just like, you know, I guess I always go to them for you know whatever, whether it's hotels or you know I send people to them for the nightlife, you know, all of that kind of